Hey, this is Johnny Beane. I am live, I think. 10:52 p.m. California time. 4/17/2017. This is my veda, my vlog every day in April. I actually I forgot I was supposed to do this. I had dinner a little while ago. I'm basically rocking out on Facebook, YouTube, Facebook, forgetting that I should do one of these. Totally forgot, and then I just thought about it. I looked at the clock, and I'm like, "Uh-oh, I gotta jump on and do a veda, a vlog every day." So here I am. Hey, John. Hey, man. John. Yes. Now I know who you are now on Twitter, right? Came for the Duran Duran show. Yeah. Well, I won't be talking about Duran Duran. I'm sorry. Not tonight. Although maybe. Maybe. Hey, Isaac. How you doing, man? I was just on Facebook. Well, YouTube mainly. I mean, come on. You know. Yeah, yeah, John. Yes. Swimming jeans. Hey, you guys, if you're listening to this, go follow John Constantine on Twitter under the name at Swimming Jeans, right? There you go. That is you. Awesome, man. Thank you again. Thank you for following and all that stuff. So yeah, so anyway, I had dinner tonight and I end up, on YouTube, you're like watching a bunch of videos and whatever, and you get related videos to, like let's say if you guys watch, if you're watching this right now, let's say you log on back to YouTube tomorrow and you'll get a bunch of suggested videos from more of this stuff, the Johnny Bean stuff, which is not bad. I highly suggest watching more of it. It really helps. It really does. Hey, Ty Z, how you doing, man? Um, so anyway, I had dinner tonight, and I logged on to YouTube, and there was a video of in my suggested videos of Andy Summers, the guitarist, who you may know from this band called The Police from many years ago. Hey, Pris. Pris is here. Hey, Pris. And so I watched the video, and it was a video of him in Amsterdam playing along with somebody. And I watched that and just started, kept clicking videos with Andy Summers. And if those of you, if you're just tuning in, he's one of my all-time favorites, all-time favorite guitar players. Awesome dude. I love Andy. Um, so anyway, after, like an hour or so of watching, these different videos of interview videos, performance videos, different stuff. Um, I don't know. I've said this a few times. Yes, Ty Z. Oh, he's amazing. He's an amazing guitar player. He's one of the best. I mean, in my book, he let me just say, Andy Summers totally changed my outlook on the guitar. Probably about 20 years ago, I would say. Well, that's when I first saw him. Yeah, I first saw him about 20 years ago. And he's, you know, if you were to ask me about my top three, guitar players. I mean, of course, there's Edward Van Halen. You know, I mean, look at my avatar. I'm holding his guitar. You know, my top three is Edward, Andy Summers, and Andy Taylor from Duran Duran. You guys said you were here for Duran Duran chat. You know, I love all that stuff. All that stuff is to me is great stuff. Great stuff. Um, so anyway, so after dinner, I was looking at YouTube and I was watching different videos and everything. And Andy Summers, he currently, well, he was up until yesterday. He was in Brazil on tour with a police tribute band that he helped put together, and they are called "Call the Police." I can't tell you the name of the singer, bass player, and drummer, you know, off the top of my head, but they're both very respected uh, in Brazil. So anyway, they've been playing some shows, a bunch of shows, and I don't know what happened, but Andy ended up uh, fracturing his left hand. I don't know if he fell. I think he fell. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know if it was on stage or hiking, or I'm not sure what it was. But there's photographs coming out the past couple days of him, you know, with his hand, with his left hand wrapped up, and so as of right now, he's not playing with the band. They still have dates that they're playing, but I guess that they got somebody else to play the shows, from what I understand. um, so anyway, I was watching. If you follow me on Facebook, I posted a video of them during a rehearsal. Maybe it was like a week ago, maybe, of them playing Synchronicity 2. It was a rehearsal video. Um, anyway, I was watching that. Just literally moments ago, really. Before I realized I had to go live, I totally forgot. I looked at the clock and I'm like, whoa, I should do this, you know? Um, and so anyway, so I was watching that video and it just, Synchronicity 2 is such a great song. I don't know how many of you guys are Police fans, but they're yes. Ty Z, I saw one of those photos on Instagram today. The one with Andy Summers with the hand bandaged up. I reposted it from I think it was from was it the drummers account, I think. Hey Michael Smith, hey man. We're talking about Andy Summers right now. Um one of my top 3 guitarists, musicians of all time. Of his hand, Ty Z says. Yeah. Yeah. Ty Z, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but yeah, I posted a picture of him with his hand bandaged, and he was with the bass player slash singer of Call the Police, the police tribute band in Brazil. Um, so yeah. So anyway, I was watching some videos tonight, and then just, you know, with YouTube, it suggests, you know, different videos or whatever. And if, yeah, like I said, if you follow me on Facebook, I just posted this stuff just moments ago. Um, yeah, Ty Z. Yeah, probably was. Yeah, I there was a couple that I've seen. There's a couple pictures I've seen with him with his hand bandaged. Um, Anyway, on Facebook, I was listening to this right before I looked at the clock and thought, oh, I better go live on for my Veda. Um, you guys know there's this guitar video game called Guitar Hero. Many people have heard about it. Many people play it. Um, anyway, they have some police songs on there, and the thing with Guitar Hero with that game is you can basically isolate each track, and you can listen to the original tracks for the vocals, the bass, the drums, the guitar, the keyboard, like whatever is in like the actual tracks of the actual songs, right? Like, you know, I mean, as far as Van Halen, the Van Halen Guitar Hero tracks, I have all of them. Whatever songs they have for Guitar Hero Van Halen, I have the individual tracks for each tune, which is like I can't tell you how many hours and hours of music. It's tons. It's crazy. I've had them for a few years, I guess, the Van Halen ones anyway. As far as the police ones, I don't have that many. I don't know how many are out there. You know, of course, the Guitar Hero Van Halen, it was a dedicated uh, thing. As far as the police, there isn't a strict police Guitar Hero game, so I don't know how many tracks there are for the police. But on YouTube, somebody put up the Andy Summers guitar track for Synchronicity 2, and I just posted that to my Facebook page just before I went live here, basically. And I was listening to that, and I was just like, I'm like, man, this is this is the stuff, if you know what I mean. It's just amazing. And yeah, I mean, you know, the guitar track on Synchronicity 2, I mean, it's put together, you know. It's not one take, you know, because there was the electric guitar, there was the classical guitar part, and you can hear the punches, meaning you can hear the cuts, the edits, right? But yeah, John, yeah, that's such a killer tune, really is. And oh yeah, they did an amazing job on that on their reunion tour back in 2007, 2008. So awesome, so awesome. I mean, it's a great song all around. Andy's an amazing guitar player all around, not just with the police, with everything he's done. And I have all of his solo work, everything he's ever done. I have. Um, Huge fan, great dude. So anyway, uh, Michael Smith says Andy Summers is one of the most underrated guitarists, writers, and musicians I've ever always. Huh? Oh, I've always liked him. He says, um, underrated. I, I mean, that's yeah. Not everybody knows who he is. Everybody knows the police. Everybody knows Sting. I mean, Sting definitely is the rock star. But I don't know if you guys, if I don't know if you guys saw the. I posted this clip on Instagram a while back. It was a while ago. There was a Simpsons episode where there was this con man who was conning people, and Chief Wiggum. This was maybe what, a couple years ago, 3 years ago, uh, and Chief Wiggum goes to arrest the con man, and he's like, and the con man he was hypnotizing people. That was his con, right? And and Chief Wiggum goes, uh, "You're wanted by the police," as in Sting and Andy Summers. He starts saying Andy's name on The Simpsons, and I thought that was so funny. I thought that was so cool. I'm sure Andy got a kick out of that. It was awesome. uh, Jonathan, he wasn't the first guitarist in the Police. No, no, they had a different guitar player when they first started. It was it was Sting, Stuart Copeland, and Henry, right? Oh, how do you say his name? Uh, I don't want to mess his name up. I've never actually said it out loud. Um, anyway, he was a is not was. He's still around. He's French, right? French guitarist. Padovani? Is that it? I should know this because I think I'm Facebook friends with him. Although I've never actually talked to him. Never met him. Uh, he was the first guitar player in the Police. And I don't know if you guys remember, I did a veda or a vlog, or maybe it was one of the videos that we do where we talked about bands that we would like to be in, and I said, oh, I wouldn't mind being, the guy that was kicked out of the Police a little while back. Um, but he's cool. He's a cool dude. He still performs, still plays. Yeah. Uh, well, John, I think a lot of people probably have said his name out loud. Just I never have. I've always just read it. Press says, didn't you say you met Andrew Summers and Sting? Or didn't you say you met Andy and Stewart, but not Sting? Right. I've never met Sting. I have friends who have met Sting. I have a friend. I knew somebody who actually works for Sting now. Stewart, I've met maybe 2 times. Maybe. There's videos on this channel. Just search Stuart Copeland on this channel, and you'll find at least a couple of videos of me with Stuart. Andy Summers, I've met more times than I can count. I've seen him many times at many of his shows, and the last time I talked to him was on the Huffington Post, a live show on the internet. They contacted me when this was a couple years ago, a little over a couple years ago, when Andy's movie about the Police was released to theaters. And the company that was promoting the movie, they contacted me. They gave me tickets to the movie to give away, and I went and saw the movie with a friend of mine in Berkeley. They sent me a couple signed posters. One of them I sent to a friend in Ireland, I think she is. I sent her the poster, the signed poster. But anyway, the company that released the movie, wait, no, Huffington Post, they contacted me first and asked if I wanted to be on a live, video with Andy, and I said, yeah, of course. And of course, I'd met him many times before then, so I don't know if any of you guys saw the video. It's not on their website anymore. Although a friend of mine was nice enough to capture the video, and so I do have the video. Actually, I think one of the scenes is still on the internet, with me talking to Andy, but it's cool. It was awesome. Maybe I can post the video. It was only a couple years ago. But anyway, that was the last time I actually talked to him. But I've talked to him many times before then. He signed my guitar for me. I've met the dude so many times just because he's been around. Andy Summers. He's come up here. He's played shows. He released a book called One Train Later. He was doing book readings. I went to those. Um, anyway, very cool dude. He's been very, very nice to me over the years. Zebra 3 says, hey, Johnny, if his tribute band came to California and were asked, would you fill in? Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I don't think that would happen. But I've actually wondered. If him and his band were gonna come up here to play, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Although here's one thing I do miss. Andy was in a band right before this called Circa Zero, and it's an amazing record. They played on Jimmy Kimmel. Search Circa Zero on YouTube, or just search Andy Summers on YouTube. Within the past few years, and you'll come across these Circa Zero videos. How do you spell that? Circa. Uh, you guys know I can't spell, right? SIRCA. Anyway, search Circa Zero on YouTube, and you'll come across their performance on Kimmel. They actually played a show. I think it was at the Troubadour. Was it Troubadour? Is that it? In LA. I would have loved to have gone to that. Yes, that's right, John. Yeah, yeah. Search those guys. That album that they made a couple 2.5, 3 years ago was amazing. I still listen to it. I actually just recently got back into it. I was lucky enough to talk to them when they were on Rockline over 2 years ago. It was before I moved here to Santa Cruz, I remember, and I've lived here exactly 2 years now. I talked to them on Rockline. Got to talk to Andy about one of his guitars. I've actually talked to Andy on Rockline a couple times over the years. Yeah, that's right, John. Yeah, Rob Giles. Yeah, he's a singer. Is it Giles? Giles? Yeah, he's great. He's great. I recommend that. If you guys haven't heard Circa Zero with Andy Summers and Rob Giles, definitely check them out. They're awesome. I don't know why they broke up, because they did. I don't know why they stopped. But their album it really is amazing. If you love the Police, I actually almost consider the Circa Zero record almost like, let's say, if the Police made a new record. It's actually almost like a new Police record in a way, just with a different singer. And I know you can't replace Sting, but in a way, just check it out. Definitely check it out. Circa Zero. I love them. I wish I would have seen them when they played live down in LA. I wish I would have gone. But anyway, check them out if you're into the Police, if you're into Andy Summers, if you're into just great music. I highly recommend checking them out. Circa Zero. Yeah. CIRCAZERO. Yeah. Yeah, John. Oh, John knows who he is. Yeah, Rob. Yeah. Yeah. He's great. I actually haven't checked him out as far as his solo stuff and all this other stuff that he's done. But him with Circa Zero has been just amazing. Michael Smith, Johnny, what do you think is Andy Summers' best work outside of the Police? Well, I would say Circa Zero. Circa Zero. I would say as far as Andy Summers stuff outside of the Police, Circa Zero, yes. I would say definitely check out Circa Zero. But as far as Andy's solo records, which Circa Zero really isn't a solo record, but it kind of is, but isn't, because Andy he has a ton of instrumental records, instrumental solo records over the past 35 years or whatever, guitar wise. Yes. My favorite, and I saw Andy on this tour maybe 3 times, many times. That's actually when I first met Andy back 20 years ago. I first met Andy Summers 20 years ago. Um, he put out a record 20 years ago called "The Last Dance of Mr. X." That's my favorite. Check that one out. Andy Summers, "The Last Dance of Mr. X." Uh, actually, this relates to our Van Halen chats, I guess. The drummer on the album was Greg Bissonette, who recorded with David Lee Roth. So yeah, there you go. There's the connection. See, everything connects. That's the thing. Everything totally connects in in everything. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, if you were to ask me what my 2 favorite Indie Summers records, I would say The Last Dance of Mr. X from 1997 and Circa Zero from 2015. Was it? It was a couple of years ago. 2014. Yeah, The Last Dance of Mr. X. Check it out, Michael. Definitely. I love that record. That's actually one of the records that changed my life, believe it or not. Believe it or not. They do a live cover of this song called Big Thing, which is the first track on the album. That was actually a song off another one of his records called was it Charming Snakes? I think from years before. Um it's great. The Last Dance of Mr. X from Andy Summers all the way through is a great record. And it's instrumental. There's no vocal, but I love it. Definitely. Definitely. Yes. Yes. All right. Thank you guys for listening. I'm going to let you go. It's about 11:20 p.m. I've got a few things to do. Um, tomorrow I'm taking my car in to get looked at again. We'll see what happens. I know I've said I've had these car issues, and it's been never ending. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Luckily, we don't have a live show tomorrow as far as the live shows we do, But I do have a vlog like this to do, so maybe I'll actually do some filming for this tomorrow while I'm stranded or something. So look for that tomorrow. So anyway, thank you everybody for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the thumbs ups. We got 3 thumbs ups. Thank you very much. Yeah, John, get the car back in shape. Definitely. Definitely. The thing's rough, man. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Still having car issues. Yeah. Well, I never got it fixed. That's the thing. I didn't. They told me there was such and such wrong with it, and they're like, well, you can stay driving on it for just drive around town. So that's what I've been doing. I haven't taken it long distances or whatever, but I finally need to find out what's exactly wrong and get it taken care of. So good night, Pris. Thank you for listening. Thank you. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for everything. And I'll be back tomorrow with a some sort of a vlog, some sort of something. So yes, thank you, Michael Smith. Good night, everybody. Good night, Michael, Pris, John. Who else actually? Zebra, Ty Z. Yes. All right. Good night, everybody. See you guys tomorrow. Johnny Beane, johnnybeane.com. Good night.